This is the one that you don't want the public to see. They're the squeakers, you know. I haven't even touched you.
You're just a tour guide.
I'm TomTheVet. TomTheVet's fine. That's who I am. I think vet science chooses you. I don't think you choose vet science. But I think obviously having a love of animals really helps.
You're a little bit wild here, Roger, so I'm just a little bit careful of you.
I think more importantly now is I like people, so I like interacting with people.
Every animal has a weak spot. And unfortunately horses, one of the weak spots for horses is colic. I've got to dip back to the clinic now. Then can you call me back in about half an hour? Tell me how we're going.
If you can't interact with people, I think it's much harder to treat their animals.
So I think she's got a little bit of a poke in there. It's going to be fine. We'll put some antibiotics and stuff in there.
I grew up in the city actually, but spent most of my time in the country, riding horses, shearing sheep, and enjoying the country lifestyle.
Gosh, gosh.
I guess when I grew up, one of the biggest influences on me was a show called All Creatures Great and Small. And so I loved James Herriot and I loved the whole idea of looking after animals. I guess that turned into doing a university course in vet science in North Queensland. And then that led to flying aeroplanes and working up in far North Queensland as a flying vet. And then that led into coming back to my family, but not being able to get rid of the country. So I looked for a place where, I guess, city meets the country. Now I treat all sorts of animals in the Dandenong Ranges.
We're a bit hesitant to knock it out if we can help it, so we're just going to take a shot of its heart and see if it's we've got an enlarged heart or not.
This is its lung silhouette here. So it's missing some lung silhouette here because its heart's so big. So we're going to put this dog on some diuretics and some heart drugs and see if we can stabilise that and then see what sort of response we get.
I think vet science, it's on the fringe, you know, it's love and then sadness and then happiness, you know, like it really fills those two ends. It can be a bit stressful, but, you know, generally enjoyable.
All right. To anaesthetise an animal safely, you start with a pre-medication which lowers the amount of induction agent, which then lowers the amount of gas needed, and so it's a much safer anaesthetic. It's like a cooking show.
Well done, guys. Top job.
Yuck. That's right, kids. Always make sure you clean your teeth in the morning.
My name's Christian Danaran. I'm here following Dr. Tom for about 2 weeks. I'm a final year vet student at the University of Melbourne.
You can see some gas that's coming up, but this could be a foreign body. Let's see if we can get it to pass this without us having to intervene.
Dr. Tom has quite a reputation for being a great person to work with and just to learn from in general. All the students want to come to this clinic. As a student, you really can't just box yourself in early on. You still got to see what's out there, and coming to a mixed practice like Tom's is just fantastic because you see so much.
All right, Nancy, I'm off to go and dart those bison, all right? I'll be back at 3:30.
Awesome.
The problem we have with these sorts of things is you can't get in there because they're wild.
Yeah.
You can't remove the calves because they're wild. Doctors don't have to deal with this.
So there's a special dart to improve this bison's immune system, and hopefully it's going to shoot home. Got one more. Got her.
I think for me, personally, the best thing that came out of vet science is probably my friends and family, because I met my wife, you know, in vet science, and so many of my friends are vets, and they're wonderful people. But I think the best thing that's come, the biggest sideline of looking after animals, meeting people. I think all the people I've met and, you know, enjoyed their stories, I think that's meant more to me in some ways even than the animals. Like, it's fantastic. And I think also their connection with their animals as well. That's a huge thing. Let's get out of here.